Welcome back to the Cup in My Uniqas, and today I have a series called Uniqa Chats, a casual series where I discuss different things from a Uniqa perspective. Today I'm discussing my unpopular Black community opinions. Before we start, I just want to say that I don't subscribe to respectability politics. Even if I have critiques of Black hood culture, I don't look down on it. Also, that if you're a Black man who thoroughly subscribes to the red pill or passport bro rhetoric, firstly, why are you here? And secondly, you would absolutely not like me. Also, in this series, you will see me at my most unmasked. That means I will be more blunt with my opinions, but that means I also won't be rude with my opinions. I will just tell them like they are in my head without any further filtering. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get on to our opinions. My first opinion is how the Black community likes to platform self-destructive and urban light-skinned women. I see it as the most recently and especially in hip-hop. I feel like the reason is that they see old portrayals of light-skinned women as classy and soft, and certain Black men started to feel inferior compared to them, even though they helped reinforce the pedestal that white men created. Well, luckily for them, the Black industrial complex made a new trope in hip-hop. A light-skinned woman rapper, but she is less soft and more ratchet. And let's say it was a hit. My theory as to why I think almost every urban light-skinned woman gets so much traction than the classy one is because she is perceived to be more down to earth. Like these kind of Black men simultaneously put them on a pedestal, and so when they see her being urban, they see her as stooping down to their level rather than her being simply at his level from the beginning. And it also gives these men a shield to white knight for these women, even if these women did something objectively wrong. If they do something objectively wrong, like genuinely. With them often citing her poor socioeconomic status in the past and basically thinking it gives her a free pass to get away with bad behavior. Stuff like that. Even if she's not seen as soft due to her presenting these ratchet traits, she is still seen as pitiful and sympathetic, which practically makes them immune to criticism. Like, try criticizing them, and you will see these little alternian trolls calling up and being like, "Oh, you're just jealous that she's a yellow bone fuchsia blood." Like, the prime example I think of is Krishan Rock, a very well-known victim of blueface. Yes, she is a victim. However, she is not immune to criticism. Yet, you see people pulling every excuse out of the book to excuse her neglecting her baby and more. Like, folks be using her neurodivergencies as an active excuse and not an explanation. Like, I swear, I'll throw buckets at anyone who uses neurodivergence as an excuse for bad behavior. Like, by that logic, Christian is innocent. I'm gonna preface this by saying this is my very personal opinion, because I know I'm gonna ruffle some feathers, but I'll say this. My opinion is that the Black community isn't really pro-Black, rather it's pro-Black men. I feel like the Black men have genuine systemic issues they face, like police brutality, being stereotyped as violent and aggressive, profiling, etc. So I get why they need a pro-Black movement. However, the pro-Black movement really starts and stops at advocating for Black men only. Like, the pro-Black community fails to highlight the colorism they project onto Black women or even Black men. Oh, not to mention how basically neurodivergent, queer, trans, disabled Black people are basically like rendered invisible or demonized. That is why I personally trust a Black person more who says that they are anti-racist rather than pro-Black, because the people who do aren't actually pro-Black, just pro-Black straight able-bodied men. My third opinion is mostly targeted towards the Black women empowerment spaces and community, and it's that I always hate how the colorism conversation stops at dating especially with black men. Like, I understand it's an easy way to introduce colorism to the layman, but I kind of hate how it's been reduced. Colorism isn't just petty online spats between the preferences and the unambiguous. There has been history, there's been deep history in colorism. Another thing I dislike in this content is how this content still pedestalizes lighter skinned women and how most of them still use our pedestalization of them to their advantage. That is why I'm loving these new channels where we talk about colorism while at the same time pedestalizing our phenotype in ourselves, and it's honestly great. I love this space. Anyways, that concludes my first part of Uniqa Chats, and I've gotten inspired to make this topic mainly by Pretty Colored Girls and also the Chocolate Squad. They are both good up-and-coming small YouTubers like me, so drop a like and subscribe to them also. So subscribe and keep the Uniqa magic alive. Bye!